Hi, this is Zak Mir with a technical week ahead and looking forward to some big companies reporting and also a rather large hurricane hitting the UK on Monday. We start off with BP, where there's been a bear trap rebound from below £4.30 to start the month, gap fill reversal as well soon after that, and a golden cross buy signal between the 10-day and the 50-day moving averages last week. Situation now is that you'd expect further progress through the 200-day moving average at £4.54 and a retest of the May-June resistance zone through £4.80 over the near term. If you're cautious on the buy side, you'd wait for an end-of-day close above the 200-day moving average at £4.54, and at this stage probably the stop loss would be an end-of-day close back below the 50-day line at £4.42. But really this looks like a decent base for the shares and a chance to build higher and drag the FTSE 100 with it. Moving on to fellow oil and gas giant Royal Dutch Shell, and you can see that rather than stalling below the 200-day moving average, this stock has actually broken through the 200-day line at £22.12, so it's that much stronger than BP. We have a decent setup in terms of the moving averages as well. Golden crosses there for the 20 and 50 moving averages coming through over the next week. And really you'd say that at least while there's no end of day close back below the floor of the gap, which is at 22.05, you'd be looking for further progress here for Royal Dutch. Ideally the target here would be towards the August price channel top at £23.60 over the next 2 to 4 weeks, so a decent setup in place there. Switching sectors, and we've got Royal Bank of Scotland, the UK's largest nationalised bank. We had a pullback in the run-up to this week with the Nomura broker downgrade, basically telling us what we already know about the bank on the sort of the negative side. That took the stock to a sort of 3-day bear trap below the 50-day moving average at £3.57 and hit the April uptrend line around £3.50. The current situation is that you'd expect progress to be made above the 50-day line, at least retesting October's resistance through £3.80. I think we hit £3.87 at the best, and as the best case scenario maybe for the end of the year to hit the top of this year's channel at £4.20. So really here the situation above £3.50, 55, we're looking for a decent upside here, especially after the rebound off an RSI support line as well, breaking the neutral 50 level. So a good picture at Royal Bank of Scotland. Moving on to Smith and Nephew, which is also going to be making the news this week. We've got a sort of range, really, a consolidation range of a rally which started this time last year. Overall, there's a sort of rising trend channel from the end of October 2012. Floor of the channel's at £7.75 level with the 50-day moving average, and that would take us up to £8.50 plus if we hold that support zone over the period of the update. I suppose if you're cautious, you'd be waiting for a break of the intraday high of October to date, which was £8.30, but 13, sorry. But basically, with the moving averages all now rising, it does seem to be that this is a decent momentum play, and that any weakness, say just in the wake of the results, would be taken as a buying opportunity as long as we remain above £7.75. Finally, Direct Line Group, which the aforementioned RBS still has a decent stake. I think we sold out. It sold out of some of it earlier this month, but the shares are now rising back up again. We've broken September resistance at £2.20. We had a flag in place, but a very, very bullish one, and the breakout looks quite intense So you'd really want to be on the long side here, probably using the 10-day moving average at £2.17 as a stop loss, the end of day stop loss, and looking to hit the top of this year's price channel towards £2.45 over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So it looks as though really the situation here was that the RBS stake sale created a bear trap effect below the 200-day moving average of £2.13, and then we've simply spiked higher after the overhang there on the stock side was eliminated. That's it for me. More updates on these stocks on zaksta.com.